Welcome to this moment with me. I asked myself before delivering this message, what if this was my last chance to speak to you? What if this was my one and only moment to have impact? What could I share? What could I speak to? What could I call out from within myself to speak to something deep inside you, to stir inside you some inspiration or motivation or remembrance of who you truly are, of what is truly possible? Like, what could I speak to today where that potential in you, what in you is seeking to be more expressed, what is in you is seeking to be given permission? And I take your time with so much value, and so I ask you to come on this journey with me. It will be musical, it will be present, and it is dedicated to your greatest joy and your greatest freedom. This time in history is like no other time ever known. And I'm not going to be flippant about the loss and the pain and the grief and just talk about all the incredible possibilities that are built within this potentially global tragedy. But I'm going to talk about death's invitation to our greatest possibility. Every story we've ever loved, the stories, the films, the books we read again and again and again, they are about our journey to wholeness, our journey to our experience of our wholeness, our realization that we always had what we always needed within. And when the hero first steps out of the ordinary kingdom, as they're invited out on this journey towards magic and wonder and greatness, they're usually invited by some magical character, some Morpheus or Obi-Wan Kenobi, some extraordinary character that sees their potential and invites them to become great. But when the hero first steps outside of the ordinary kingdom and they step into the magical kingdom, they do so generally for their own glory, an opportunity to become incredible for their benefit. And there's beauty in their desire to be awesome. And without that egotistical drive, people wouldn't take the steps towards their greatness in the beginning. And along the way, the hero meets their friends and their foes, and they are motivated to continue to take action. But usually, where the story changes is the hero is brought to their knees. They are bested. Their arrogance makes them reckless. They put themselves and others at risk, and they are beaten and brought to their knees. And it is in that moment, against all odds, when that individual truly then recognizes that they would do what they're doing for the good of others, that they are there to serve, that it is not in the me but in the we. It is in the transition towards service, and that is the point at which the hero stands. They are willing to die for what they believe in, not for their personal glory but for the greater good, and they stand, and against incredible odds they overcome. That's the story we want to hear about, and that is the story in our hearts. That is our journey. Maybe this is my last chance to ever speak to you, or maybe this is the last message you will ever hear before you die. This is death's invitation. I don't care whether you die tomorrow, whether you die 80 years from now. Death is here. The two greatest ceremonies in our world are marriages and funerals. Marriages are there to remind us that life is about love. And at the end of this session, I'm going to take you on a guided meditation to connect you to pure, unconditional, joyous love, set with incredible, beautiful music. But the ceremonies that are not as powerful as they could be, so commonly, are funerals. Funerals and death is there to remind us that life is precious. I want people at my funeral to be sitting there, and if they're not in relationships that feel good, to be thinking to themselves, what am I doing? How am I living? Life is precious. In this embodiment, we get one chance, one shot. Like, who haven't you called? What haven't you apologized for? What haven't you forgiven? Because when? And what are you waiting for? Because it is time now. And I want you to listen to this music as the sound of your potential, as the sound of your spirit, as the sound of your heart opening to life. Because our global soul is being threatened by this moment of death. As a remembrance, for us to remember what is important, what is the heroism in your life, what is the mission that you are passionate about, not because you should. There is nothing for you to do. You are loved as you are, and there is nothing that you have to do. You are perfect. And you cannot step outside of the divine realm, and yet within that, how much time might you waste not remembering the glory of who you really are? How much time might you waste not putting yourself out there and not sharing of your gifts? The gifts ungiven are the greatest pains. Unburden yourself. Bring yourself to us. Show me who you are. Because it is time. I want to see you. The universe wants to see you. Not by what you do, not by the incredible skills and wisdom that you have learned along the way, but by your play, by the twinkle in your eye, by the spring in your step. When the service you bring just by being full of light, just by being the glorious being you were born to be. Not by what you're qualified, not by what you make. And yet the rewards, the bounty, the blessings. In this life, we are blessed to the degree that we believe we are blessed. So let the sound of this music grow a belief in your heart and your mind and your soul that you are everything we have been waiting for. Nothing needs to be fixed. Nothing needs to be changed. Just a deep, deep allowing, a deep, deep welcome. Like this is your first day on earth and 7 billion people are clapping and cheering and applauding. You are here and you are now. And whilst we are in the middle of an extraordinary challenge, what a beautiful opportunity. One man changed my life beyond measure by a throwaway comment. Said, without him even really listening or even being aware of who that thought landed in. And that thought was a seed which exploded in my heart and mind in the most extraordinary paradigm-shifting epiphany a few weeks later. To this day, that man has no idea of what he created. So who might you speak to today, randomly, as you go about your glorious business? Whether you're just stuck online or in whichever format, someone in your home, the one thing you could say, what's being called for? Because the truth is there are no ordinary moments, not one. Every moment is a divine opportunity for an expression of truth and love. Truth as love, love as truth, where you, with all of your paradoxes, all of your sensitivities, all of your foibles, are the perfect ingredient for what's being called for in this moment. Reach out to those that you love and remind them of who they are and the great beauty you see in their heart. Call out from yourself and others that sweet, unique potential that's this soul's whispering to be set free. Forgive those that you're holding resentments towards. Trust that every single person you have ever hurt, that was an opportunity for their own liberation and for their own freedom. And in exactly the same way, the pain that you have experienced is an opportunity to recognize that we are holding on to unresolved pain. Life reflects to us what we need to feel because we're already feeling it unconsciously, trapped in some place in our body. Our challenges, our threats, our fears, our losses, all opportunities, invitations to more beautiful expressions of your highest values, your greatest intentions. It is time. And so with that, I would like to lead you in a gorgeous meditation designed to connect you to love, set to a gorgeous piece of music. And so listen now to this piece of music as preparation. As you listen to this piece of music, before we do the guided meditation, I want you to listen to this as the sound of your greatest potential, inviting you to be free and to think about, what does that look like? Who do you want to speak to? Who do you want to apologize to? Who do you want to forgive? What do you want to express? How can you be a vessel of thy peace, of the divine will, of the free and freeing joy that comes from a free mind and a full heart? Overall, the deepest purpose of life is to return to love. Life dares us to close our hearts, to become defended, cautious, guarded, separate, judgmental, and competitive. The path back to an all-rounded success and happiness is to bring our heart back to life, to find joy in what we do, and to see our greatest happiness as the greatest gift we can bring to the world. That comes first from loving ourselves enough to make sure our life makes us happy.
then what follows is we become an inspiration to others, helping them to find their way back to a life that they would love. Some people may question this approach to life, suggesting that this is a path of selfishness. However, when a person has overcome closed-heartedness, when they have dissolved fear and brought success and happiness back to their life, they are much less likely to be mean and selfish. There is usually an extraordinary correlation between happiness and kindness. In fact, many wise people have suggested that the path back to happiness is paved with kindness. Love, then, is and always has been the answer. The degree to which we are able to be unconditionally loving of others is always a direct reflection of how unconditionally loving of ourselves we can be. Choosing, therefore, to make a practice of being more loving of others is an incredibly effective way to be more loving of yourself. Unconditional love is not about loving people because you share the same sense of humor as them. It is not about shared values or shared political viewpoints. It is not about only loving the easy people or supporting those that you like. Unconditional love is not about loving people because of who they are. Unconditional love is about loving other people because of who you are. This is the highest point of freedom. This is the greatest source of your most incredible power. Seeing the best in others, believing in their inherent and innate beauty, trusting in their potential even when they have lost their own way. Loving people because of who they really are, not because of how they are behaving today. It is ordinary to be conditional. What is extraordinary is being unconditional. With that, you let yourself be as you are, and you let everyone else be as they are. Choose today to be extraordinary. Bring love to everything that you do today. Weave it into everything. Open your heart to everyone you come into contact with. Trust that everyone is doing their best. Know that they are too hard on themselves already. Show them the joy that comes from giving yourself and everyone else a break. Throughout the day, keep asking yourself, what would love do? And also ask, what is the most loving thing I can do for myself and others in this situation? Love is the greatest purpose of life, but it is also a compass. If you let love lead the way, it will guide you to a beautiful future filled with more compassion, more kindness, more community, more collaboration, and much more celebration. So as you listen to this music changing, imagine that it is the sound of unconditional love moving through you. Let go of a deep sigh and drop all resistance. Every note is designed to help you let go and relax. Helping you enjoy your day with much more joyfulness and contentment. Use the music to bring more love into every part of your life. Slow your breathing down. breathe out for longer, and enjoy letting your mind do whatever it wants to do. Don't fight the mind or even try and focus it. Simply instead, just be aware of your breathing and then silently repeat to yourself, each and every day, I am loving being more and more loving. As you continue to listen to the music, you will begin to notice all sorts of interesting sensations of loving contentment moving through your body. Take a moment to relax your jaw, your shoulders, and let this simple, joyful decision to be more loving to move down through your body, from the top of your head all the way down to your fingertips and your toes. Letting go more and more as you breathe and as you relax more and more. Let your breathing slow further, breathing out for longer than you would usually, relaxing every part of your body. And let everything drift down deeper and deeper with every breath. Letting feelings of love and acceptance spread down your whole body with every note of the music that is designed to remind you of the happiness and connection that comes from letting yourself be loving. Feel that blessing your life. In a moment you will hear numbers count down from 5 to 1. With each descending number, so you are going deeper and deeper into a state of positive relaxation. And connecting more with your naturally loving self. With each descending number, the music becomes more powerful. With every descending number, noticing those feelings more and more, so ready. 5. Deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed. 4. Slow your breathing down further. Pausing before you breathe in and pausing before you breathe out. 3. Deeper and deeper, and feel all the positive sensations of unconditional love move all the way through you. Deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed, happy and accepting. Deep, deep down, deeply connecting to beautiful feelings of unconditional love and contentment. And simply repeat to yourself, each and every day, I am loving being more and more loving. Repeating this now and throughout your day is a simple and effective way to focus your mind so that it can help you make changes in how you feel and how you behave throughout the day. Feel the music as the feeling of a deep, loving contentment returning to your system as you are choosing to enjoy being more and more loving today. Feel the joy that comes from connecting with this ultimate life purpose. And so now, as the music changes, notice how feelings of love fill you with a desire to go out into the world with an extraordinary peace and an incredible power. It is the ultimate state of mind. Unconditional love enables you to have much more success and happiness in your life. Feel the remembrance of that abundance in the music. Follow these words, let them go deeply into your inner mind so you connect more easily to your natural capacity to be loving. Feel the music bringing your very best to life, and repeat now and throughout your day. Each and every day, I am loving being more and more loving. Invite your mind to use the music to take you deeper into this amazing natural state of love. And so as you breathe, go deeper into that place of natural happiness and make today a great day. See yourself over the next week operating with more loving kindness. Imagine people warming to you everywhere you go. Picture yourself feeling energized and vibrant, and simply repeat yourself again now and throughout your day. Each and every day, I am loving being more and more loving. Listen to the music, connecting you deeply to that beautiful feeling, and let that inspire you every time you say it. Think of the benefits that approach of joy will bring to your life and the lives of others. And let the music be the sound of those benefits enriching your life. And repeat again. Each and every day, I am loving being more and more loving. And remember that these sessions work cumulatively. The more you use this session, the more you will enjoy being more and more peaceful, powerful, and effective. So bringing this to a conclusion by counting up from 1 to 5, feel yourself believing more and more with each rising number. And repeat again to yourself now and throughout the rest of your day. Each and every day, I am loving being more and more loving. So ready. 1. Feeling good, feeling peaceful, feeling kind. 2. Let every cell in your body be filled with contentment. 3. And 4. Freeing your mind of all imaginary limitation. And 5. A free mind. Being your best. Living and loving your life to the full. Enjoying more success and happiness everywhere you go.